Game of Thrones, House of Dragon 107, Driftmark. Ooh, 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 whoa, wow, 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 woo, woo, whoa, 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 wow, wow, whoa, 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 ooh, ooh, wow, ooh, whatever, boom, 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 wow, woo, sometimes in life you gotta tie the knots together just to make it come together. You gotta tie the knots together. Sometimes people die and you just don't know why. You can hold them close for a while, but eventually they'll be gone. Sometimes in life it is really hard. You don't know what is going on. You don't know what is going on. Here goes Lady Luna into the darkest sea. Nobody will ever see. Nobody will ever know. Our hearts are cold. Our mind is graven for what is happening. No one is able. Eternal waters is what we owe. The ones who go and nobody knows. It was really sad. Cece couldn't have a baby in the last episode, so she hopped towards her dragon. Sometimes people die and you just don't know why. You hold the ones you care about till they're gone, till they're gone. Lady Luna leaves the true-born daughters on the shore. They're going off for sure, abandoned and broken. We're all here together to mourn the death. It's hurting me more than it's hurting you. I used to be a little girl. I grew up too fast. Now I got 2 sons of my own, and they're heading up, gonna be badass. I got black skin, but I got white hair. Hope you're not afraid. I'm strong and I'm mighty and I'm terrible. I'm lovable and I'm climbable, and sometimes you just don't know what I'm capable of doing. Come up and I'm pursuing everything that's in my face. Oh my God, this funeral is never ever gonna end. That guy is talking and talking, and I just don't know why. I thought I'd be dead now, but I'm still here, sitting here, and I just don't know wanna do it myself. Yeah. Don't worry, I'll keep my head down. Hopefully nobody will notice my smirk. I'm not that sad. I was gonna gut her up myself. Oh my god, this is turning into an episode of the Vikings. They do stuff like that. I'm a freaking redhead girl. You better watch out, or else I'll throw you in a twirl. There's so much fire inside my blood. I thought that funeral would never end. Now that it's over, I think everybody should stop singing. Swear to God, this whole episode is just gonna be Oatmeal Joey Arnold singing it out. Oh my God. I'm not gonna stand for that. Brat, bow to me. Bow to me. Let me insult all the freaking incels. That's Brat and Jordan Peterson. All the freaking incels. You better cry. You better cry when Piers Morgan insults you. That's Brat. You better cry. Because I'm a woman. I'm gonna make all the men come to my yard. Come to my yard. Come to my yard. I used to be a little girl. Now I'm not. I don't apologize for nothing. I don't. I don't apologize. I thought to myself. I think I'm gonna start doing ASMR. You know, I started like getting really close to the microphone. I was like, not a good look. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I'm already like, you know, I'm a big girl. Big girls don't cry. Big girls don't cry. They don't cry. Big girls, they don't cry. Wait, god damn it. I thought I was gonna stop singing. Don't know. I mean, little boy, my son. Don't bring up the, oh, I'm entitled to the throne too. Yeah, oh my god. To those little, what do you call them? Nieces and nephews? Cousins, whatever they are. Those little black kids over there. They're totally, it's just not the right, they're probably a little bit entitled too, just like you, but don't go in there. It's kind of like, that little war they had on TV back in the day, you remember? Like, Jay Leno, ooh, doing the Tonight Show, and then, oh, Conan, oh, he gets the show. Oh, no, just kidding. We'll give it back to Jay Leno. It's like, because it's like, who's entitled to late night? Who's entitled to late night? Late night television? Jay Leno. He was number one. Then they gave it to Conan. Then they gave it back to Jay Leno. It's like, who's entitled to the throne? The Game of Thrones. Is it you? You're a bastard. Jon Snow, you know nothing. Wait, you're not Jon Snow. But to me, you will always be Jon Snow. That's right. In 200 years from now, Jon Snow is going to read a book about you, and he's going to be inspired by you. And then he's going to stab a girl who looks just like me. And I'm going to feel very offended. Dear Lord, what is that mother saying to her son? I'm totally disgusted. If I wasn't so good looking. Yeah, I'd marry my sister if I had to perform my duty after it. One thing I found a little bit interesting was the boy comes over to the cousins, and the one girl grabs his hand. He doesn't say anything, and she doesn't say anything. They're in silent for the funeral, holding hands. It's a family thing, and it's kind of powerful, kind of good, kind of interesting, a little bit. Meanwhile, the other boy tells this guy, I don't really want the throne. And then he says, but it's your birthright. And then he says, I still don't want it because, if it means that everybody has to die because, everybody's fighting over who gets the throne in the Game of Thrones, in the House of Dragon, It's like it's not worth it, and I don't like it. I don't like the war. I don't like the chaos. It's like I don't care if you're Democrat. I don't care if you're Republican. I don't care what you are. You don't have to be anything politically. I don't like war. I don't like war. I don't like war. It's like people in America. It's like you have a president like George Bush, Republican. War. We go to war. Obama, Democrat. We go to war. I don't like war. And this boy's like I don't like war. I don't care if it's my birthright. And I don't mean to be political, even though I am really political. But let me just say, I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to be political. Michael Jackson's here. What do you want to say, Michael Jackson? Brother, brother, I never knew how much I miss you. Hey, brother, come back. Excuse me. I'm so old. I'm so old. Come back, brother. To King's Landing. I need nothing. And then he walks away. Oh, I can't believe I'm gonna say it. This show's a little bit better. This a little bit. Hold your horses. Just a little bit. A little bit better than Lord of the Rings prequel. Ring of Power, which is really interesting because it's Lord of the Rings, which is cooler overall than Game of Thrones because it has like Voldemort. Wait, not that's Harry Potter. It has Sauron. It has a White Wizard. It has Frodo. It has a split personality weirdo who talks to himself. And it has elves and all these other things. But for some reason, this show is like more powerful, more impactful. This sequel show, House of Dragon, is like more interesting than the other prequel of the other one, Ring of Power. So this series is a little bit more well put together. You can see the acting, everything. It's just there's more weight, there's more dynamic. It may not be perfect. It may be like ruining the lore, the books, whatever it's based on. It may be ruining stuff. I don't know because I haven't read the books. I don't know. I'm like an outsider just looking at it. Just my perspective is like totally like empty, like gone. I don't have one. I don't know. I'm just looking at it just like with an empty, open mind. Unlike some people who might be like, "Oh, you got that wrong." With the book, like it's different than the book. It's gonna be different than the book. I know that, but is it gonna be meaningful and impactful for the general public? It's a good question. For me, I find it a little bit interesting, and yeah. Oh my god! Now the show is a little bit slow, but not as slow as Ring of Power. Hey, don't forget about me, dear. I got an Irish restaurant. Restaurant? I mean, exit. Irish exit. I almost said restaurant again. Man, exit. Yes, look at me, the guy behind the king. Hey, look at me. I was that guy from Outlander. You remember that show? Outlander. Time travel show. We need to have another affair. I'm like totally Italian hot. Hey, redhead, I can do this. I kind of remind me of, Chrissie Mayer. And I'm the filing cabinet. Don't I look like that? Don't I look like that? Sipcast, come on. Don't I look like that? Don't I look like Frank? Chrissie Mayer's the redhead. This is only thing I can see nowadays. Hiya, Robert. Alright, let's go talk to each other again. This is not gonna be like, last time, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, when you took me to that one place and, like, almost raped me, Hong Kong. She was not able to have a kid. This part of the episode is kind of boring. I want to believe it's important, But I'm just gonna kind of like pass forward. Oh no, you're not gonna kiss me. After 10,000 years, I'm free. Rita Repulsa is gonna marry Lord Zed and fight and defeat the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Look, it's Rita. She's a blonde now. She's kissing Lord Zed when he didn't have a face mask. The whole 2020 thing. I didn't say anything about anything. I swear to God, YouTube's gonna delete this video not because of the I sang a song at the beginning, Game of Thrones song, but because I said a year number, 2020. The AI is like, if you say the year 2020, we're gonna assume that you're talking about. I didn't say anything about are you sure? We're gonna delete this video. Okay, Susan, you can have this video, but I didn't say anything. Siblings, kissing siblings. Oh my God, they're not siblings. So dark. Why is all this so dark? So perhaps this is what's gonna happen. She's gonna get pregnant because she was just telling him, I can't get pregnant with my little black husband. There's a tower in the background. Poor dragon. I'm not a dragon, I'm a sea monster that learned how to fly. You got bad breath. Oh no, the dragon getting up and away. Ah! Interesting, but still dark and hard to see. It's like a bad Marvel movie. Literally a dragon flying around. I'm still fast forwarding. I'm laying on the ground on the sand with my uncle. Yeah, you gonna have my son. You took my dragon. It was gonna be my dragon. It was my mother dragon. Then everybody's fighting everybody. I'm Jon Snow. Oh yeah, are you made out of snow? I thought not. Ooh, one of the boys got their eyes poked. How dare you? Greta would be angry. This is worse than what Stumble did to Memes World. You're right, this is even worse than what Michael Hayes did to Memes World. That's right, you stole my bike. Oh my God, you stole his and his bike. Everybody's screaming, so the king says, silence! It's turning into the Red Wedding, where everybody dies in the Game of Thrones. You remember that episode? The Red Wedding? It's like, oh, we're having a wedding, and a bunch of people with arrows. So, boop, 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 boop. You're dead, everybody's dead. It's like one of the movies of Robin Hood, like Robin Hood movie 3 or 4 in the 90s. It was like the last of the series, and Robin Hood was like in the forest, and then all of a sudden there's like a bunch of people all around him, and they like with bows and arrows, and they shoot Robin Hood. I remember seeing that as a little boy, and I was like, oh my God, Robin Hood! They can't stop Robin Hood. And at that time, it was like Robin Hood was the coolest thing ever. At that time, like the coolest thing ever. It was like at one time, like Robin Hood was cooler than anything to me. Like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were cool. Peter Pan was cool. This is might have been before I was watching the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, so it's probably before 93. There must have been a movie where it's like they kill Robin Hood with a bunch of bows and arrows, just like the Red Wedding in Game of Thrones. Everybody dies. Ah! You get a bow and arrow, and you get a bow and arrow, and you, like Oprah, you get one, and you get one. Into your body. Right into your body. It's gonna be fast and quick and painless and lovable, and it's like that one great song. We love our Somalis. We love our babe. It's a great song. I try not to say it because YouTube hates me and they delete all my channels. I swear to God. God damn it. They delete all my videos. Over 7,000 videos. It's gonna be 10,000 very soon when the next channel gets banned. It's almost as bad as getting your eye poked out, and that's what they're fighting over right now. In the show, the boy gets poked. It's like a Facebook poke. They're gonna poked in the bear. Poked in the bear, what does that mean? Like, don't poke the bear. Don't poke the oatmeal. Don't poke the mother effing oatmeal. Or else he's going to steal your bike before you can steal his bike. That's right. He's going to steal your bike before he. Wait, I messed up already. Let me start over. He's going to steal your bike before you can steal his bike. That's right. Because Oatmeal Joey Arnold cares. God damn it. The king's like, we got to know the truth. We got to get to the bottom of it. And his daughter, this girl, is like, I know what happened. You see, there was slander towards my sons. You know, because it's like, my son, Jon Snow, a bastard. Except, you know, it's slander. How dare you? We got to get to the bottom of who is throwing slander at a future claim to the throne, which, you know, my son has a claim to the throne. So it's like throwing slander, and that's treason. So we got to go through this trial, worse than the Alex trial, because this is about something that's like really big and not something that's like Mr. Rogers' neighborhood's make-believe, you know, the land of make-believe is like, come on, give me a break. It's just an insult, and I got red head. Redhead? I mean, red hair. Hey, sometimes people lose his eyes. You know, you gotta, I lose an eye, you lose an eye, he loses an eye, she loses an eye. Everybody loses an eye sometimes. Who spoke these lies to you, dear God? This part is very tenseful. It's like I'm on the edge of my seat. Most of the episodes, like, and don't really care what's going on, kind of thing. You know, think about that. But like now we're like 38 minutes in, almost to the end of the episode. 20-30 minutes are left. It's halfway through, more than halfway through. But it's like this part is meaningful and well done, and it's like you want to know what's gonna happen in a situation like this. You want to know, and how are they gonna handle it? One Eye heard the slander about Jon Snow from this guy, so now the king goes to this guy, this boy, and says, "Hey, what did you hear? What did you hear? The slander, the gossip, the rumor?" And this becomes the emperor has no clothes moment. The boy says to the king, everybody knows, just look around, everybody knows, like, I don't know if you know, maybe you choose not to believe it, but, you know, it happened. What happened? It happened. The creation of Jon Snow, you know, when two people come together, the birds and the bees, you know, how babies are made, but it wasn't the actual father, it was this other guy, hence the term bastard, and why he's a Jon Snow who knows nothing. Nothing. And now everybody's like sort of like staring in space, or some of them might be staring at the king, but it might be that they all knew about the bastard. So he screams, "Hey guys, everybody, this infighting has to stop." She's looking at her husband, the king, with a look of, I don't know what it is, disgust, or I don't know what it is. And I don't know what she would want him to do in a situation like this. You want him to, like, kill people, execute people, or what? Uh-oh, what? The redhead queen says there's a debt that must be paid because, you know, the one boy loses his eye. So we gotta, like, I don't know, do something to compensate. The redhead says, we gotta poke the other son's eye out in return. Now there's a little bit of a civil war between the king and the queen. And the queen says to the soldier, give me the eye of the boy. I thought time traveling in Outlander was weird. Want me to poke somebody's eye out? This is not like the Christmas story where a little boy with glasses buys a BB gun and a father figure says, you're gonna poke somebody's eye out. The king says, if anybody questions, you know, the bastard, who is a bastard, but if you say he's a bastard, you're gonna get your tongue removed. And then the queen, Alison, grabs the knife from the king and goes to try to poke the eye off from the boy, the son of the other son. And here we go. Two former best friends, almost like lesbians, going at it. The blonde and the redhead, the queen and the future queen, the queen and the queen, a queen and a wannabe queen, the queen and the princess. I gotta do something. Allison slices up her arm. The queen did it, so she drops the knife. Now, as the blood is dripping from her arm, something interesting happened. He says to the queen, the redhead, "Hey, that's kind of a fair exchange. You know, I lose an eye, you stab the princess, the blonde, the daughter of the king, and I got a dragon." And he just says that matter of factly, like just like straight out, like he just says it. And I think like everybody in the room, they don't know that. Not everybody knows, so it's kind of like shocking that he just says it, and it's like, what? You took the dragon, like you stole a dragon? What? What should we do? I lost composure. Dear Lord, I am your daughter. What, you never seen this side of me? I even doubted it was even there. What, Father? I have the determination to win it. Ooh, it's like a Game of Thrones. What is this, a Game of Thrones to you, Father? Don't worry, daughter. Your king, your husband, will forgive you. Alright? Oh my god, our sons are not bastards. It's the Oregon Trail all over again, except with dragons. Sitting in a tree. Pirates of the Caribbean. Dragons in the sky. I don't know what they're doing, I don't know where they're going. Aladdin architecture. You're my servant? Sure. We have always been meant to burn together. And now he's talking to this guy in the blue. There's a place across the sea where it does not matter what your name is, only how much gold you got. That's right, it's all about the money. It's all about the money, money, money. We don't need your money, money, bling bling. It's about to make the world. What are the words? What are the words? Who's the right? You know that song? It's not about the money. It's a price tag. He says, "I want a great death, alright? And you can have anything you want. I need to die in glory." Though there was like a fight, and it looks like somebody got thrown in the fire. Oh my god. Ooh, fear. So then she marries her uncle. She does like a blood ritual. The wrist, their palms, it's slit, blood to blood. Forehead, blood here and there. It's kind of like, it's almost like she's a Luciferian. They're doing a little ritual, and they're playing the Game of Thrones. Pocahontas would be proud. Some people are watching, doing like a communion. She drinks the cup, he drinks the cup. You thought that like the Christians and the Jews were the only people that did the Passover, the communion, but it's like other cultures had their own traditions. Maybe it was based on them or based on something else, I don't know. But here they are getting together. You may kiss the bride. That's right. Niece and uncle, kiss the bride. Let's make it official. Gobble gobble, eat her face right now. It's time for Thanksgiving in the side of my mouth, yeah. It's time to bring fire. Let's make it rain. Fire and brimstone into your mouth, into the city, into everybody, everywhere. Now this guy's like running, and he hops on a boat and he's going somewhere. I don't know. Maybe he found out that his wife left him and is marrying her uncle. Maybe that's what's happening right now. This guy's here. Brought to you by 126 Pixels. That was the end of the episode. It's a few interesting points a few, not very many, but there was a few interesting parts to this episode. Um, Mostly at the end, a few minutes here and there. Mostly towards the end of this hour long episode. And it was interesting to see the conflict between the houses. And then at the end, the uncle marrying his niece, the daughter of the king. Ooh, I guess it had to be done. Dun, 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 dun. Still somewhat of a boring show. The pacing, the acting's a little bit not totally there. I fast forward through most of the episode, but there's still a few little nuggets of intrigue there, here and there, a little bit sprinkled here and there. You know, even in the Star Wars is a little bit like the prequels, like is a little bit better than this. Even the prequels is a little bit more interesting. And you know how people don't like the Star Wars prequels, right? And even that is a little bit better. But at least this is better than the Lord of the Rings prequel. That's right, Lord of the Rings prequel. The what's that called again? The Rings of Power. The Rings of Power. I want to see more of that. I want to see more of them like making the rings and distributing all of that. Yeah, I want to see that. But anyways, it's like this is a Game of Thrones prequel, and it's a little bit interesting. Yeah, a little bit interesting. And it's a little bit better than the Lord of the Rings prequel. Yeah, yeah. Mwah, mwah, woo, mwah, 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 woo, woo, wah, wah, woo, da, 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 woo, 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 woo. Basketball.